The rather ugly man. It was a clear night. Millions of stars shimmered in the silent sky. The Neanderthal stared up at the full moon. "What's it like up there?" he muttered to himself in his ancient tongue. Then he stoked the fire and jerked off. When he woke, it was daylight and a man's face was looming over him, framed by a wild forest of matted hair. The Neanderthal rubbed the crust from his eyes, yawned, and sat up. The man standing over him was pretty damn ugly, a coarse, straw-colored beard, a lumpy nose, and two thick, bushy eyebrows. He had leaf-spring ears, sharp cheekbones, and a jackass grin. Every word he spat out came with a spray of spit, not a surprise, since he was missing 3 bottom teeth. The two men sized each other up for a long time, nodding each other on. They exchanged a silent look of agreement. The ugly man headed toward the cave entrance. The Neanderthal made sure his loincloth was cinched tight around his waist and followed. The two set out into the morning mist. The sapien's shelter was a hut propped up by long twisted tusks and draped in strips of hide. The Neanderthal let out a braying laugh, rummaged through his pouch, and pulled out a fire starter. The ugly man piled on more leaves, blew on the flame, and backed away. By the time a plume of thick smoke rose into the air, the hut was already swallowed by the fire. The two Neanderthals smashed every clay pot they could find. They scattered the pieces so far and wide that when the sapiens returned from the hunt, all they found were a few stray shards, 100 yards from the ruins.